to my little spring vlog. I never really usually talk in these videos, these vlogs that I make. I usually just play music and just let that be the vlog, but I figured this time I would talk you through it and, you know, take you through my transition from winter into spring, taking you guys along with me. So I hope you guys like. Maybe I can make it into a series or something and do spring into summer and then maybe summer into fall to winter, you know, because I love the transition of seasons. I really do. Either way, I'll probably make it, so look out for that. Maybe, perhaps. I also have a podcast called Spellbound Stoners that is more personal in my life. You know, if you're a witchy stoner gal, you'll probably like it. I never really normally talk in these videos like this because I'm really kind of weird in front of a camera, but doing the podcast has helped me a lot. So shout out to Spellbound Stoners. Shout out Evelyn. I did post a video in January where I went through my entire 2024, if you're interested in that. Back to this video, let's just go back to January to winter and start this whole journey. The first thing I did this year really was I took my niece with my sister and my cousin to get her nails painted for the first time. She's only 3, so it was so cute. Well, it wasn't like to get her nails painted. We were just going because my sister was getting her nails done, but she ended up getting her nails painted too, and it was so cute. It was literally the most adorable thing ever, and it's like girlhood, you know. Also in January, I went to a lot of cool little stores, like vintage shops and record stores and things like that. I really love shopping. Not even just shopping, but just like window shopping and browsing and looking at things. I really like it. January, honestly, it was kind of slow and like long, and I think the universe knew that I needed a little pick me up or something, you know, to get me through the month, really. So at the end of the month, on the 25th of January, we went to Carissa's poetry show at Narwhal Coffee House, and it was so fun and magical and like just one of the best nights of the year, honestly. And oh my god, it was only 1 month in, and I was like, if this is January, even though it was like a long draining month, the year's gonna be good. We danced in the rain, we drank the blast of the wine in the bottom of the bottles, and it was also the night that all the planets were starting to align, like in the sky. So it was kind of like kismet. It was destiny. It was a really nice, special moment. So January was so long, as I just said, but February, on the other hand, came and went with a flash. Like, it was here and then it was gone. And also I feel the same way about March, honestly, because it's the end of March right now when I'm filming this, so I feel like March went by so fast too. I also wanted to mention that in February I got a new desk, which is pretty cool, and I really like my new desk. So yeah, shout out. Also in February I started doing my junk journal. I did the one for January in February, you know what I mean? So I wanted to do like a page for each month in my journal. So I have a January page right now, a February page, and I'm gonna do a March page. If you don't know what junk journaling is, it's like basically you compile your trash, right, throughout the month to like create art, and it's pretty cool. I really like it. So that was January and February, and now it's March, which is fucking crazy. It's actually been quite rainy and like dreary this month, which is sad, but you know, the earth is going through her cycles. Obviously, I went to more thrift stores in March. Okay, I got this humongous jar of seashells, which I actually got to give back some to the ocean that same day, I think, or the day before. We made cannabis infused hot chocolate, and we actually drank it on the podcast, but it was so yummy, and it got me actually really faded on the podcast. I don't remember filming that episode at all, so yeah. I also did other little stuff, like we went to see Adam's Family at my little brother's school, which was just adorable and divine. Like, I just love seeing little actors do their thing. Like, it's so fun and cute. Also, being with my niece makes me feel the same way because she came over for a sleepover this month. In March, we also went to visit Minda in Ojai, which I went over a lot more in the podcast if you're interested, but it was so fun and magical beautiful, and just like I'm dying to go back, really. I can't wait, and we're going back in April, like the second week of April, so I'm very excited to go back and see Minda and Ashley and, you know, just have a fun little time in Ojai. But yeah, I really loved this month. Honestly, it was a really fun, nice month, and I'm really looking forward to April and all the good stuff that it will bring. That was basically my winter into my spring. I don't really know a good way to end this, but I just want to say, if you got this far, I'm very thankful that you did, and I want to thank you for watching and taking the time to watch what I made. It very makes me feel very nice, so I appreciate it. I wanted to go ahead and read you guys a little poem that I wrote about, you know, the cycles of Earth, and specifically winter into spring, which I know I've said a lot in this vlog, but that is the theme here. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy my poem, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video too, and let me know what you think down below in the comments. And yeah, to end this video, here is my little poem. Winter into spring is learning to love myself again. Blooming through the ice like a budding buttercup, or a snowdrop surviving a blizzard. Spring seeps in over a cold winter frost, and on select sunny mornings I walk to the park and hear the birds chirp. Sitting on a bench to watch the dewdrops. The air is so crisp, the sun is so bright, and here on this earth I feel so alive, with Mother Nature and me, the rocks and the trees, the birds and the bees. Gaia whispers her secrets, and I whisper mine. She tells me her love will rebirth with time. I believe her because I see it each day, the way she imparts life as well as wisdom into kids and lambs and little babies, into blooming flowers and a heavenly sunrise. Our long, restless winter is finally over. The world has now changed. We are all older. Gone away with the winter is my innocence, melted into the soil like old snow. The girl I was before has shed her skin once more. Making way for sunshine, I surround myself in silk. Cocoon away, hibernate. I'll be back when the time is right. When the morning doves begin to sing and the beetles start to buzz, I'll make my way out and lay in the sun. And when I return, I will sing songs of joy and run through the rivers. I hope my leg hair grows longer than the trees that were planted on the day that I was born, so I may be connected to the earth through our limbs. I hope as I grow older, my skin wrinkles like a peach and my mind becomes wise. I know now that brighter days are ahead of me. On occasion, the rainstorms can feel never-ending, but eventually the clouds move onward, and a rainbow emerges through the showers. Sitting here in this fairy circle, I realize I change slowly, as the seasons do, as the sunset does, and each waking moment is new in this life of mine. So why should I be so hard on myself, or anyone, for learning and growing at their own pace? We are all like the earth, like the seasons and the tides. We can be a blade of grass, chopped down to a sliver of greenery, only to grow back taller and stronger. Or we can be a rose, chopped for a lover, blooming back again simply because it must. The petals dried and used again, and given to the earth. Spring, I welcome you, with warm, widespread arms. I've missed you, my dear. Promise not to take that long again.